Good morning, this is Lucas from Blue Point Trading with the daily blog review. Today's topic is Netanyahu tries to undermine US-Iranian nuclear negotiations. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, will hold a speech today in front of the US Congress where he will criticize Obama for his negotiations with Iran about their nuclear program. And the White House got upset about this because Netanyahu did not inform the Obama administration about his visit. He did not discuss these plans with the White House. He basically followed the invitation of one of the top Republican speakers to speak in front of Congress. And I can understand that the White House gets upset because of this, because this is not a very polite way of doing politics. If he wants to hold a speech in front of the US Congress, he should discuss that with the US president first. So the purpose of Netanyahu's visit in the US is to express the anger and fear of the Israeli people about the Iranian nuclear program. And although I can definitely understand this fear, I think it is not at all justified how Netanyahu talks about this nuclear negotiation, because he basically creates the impression as if the US will allow Iran to develop a nuclear bomb. But this is not at all true. Here's a quote of Samantha Power. Samantha Power is the US ambassador to the United Nations, and Samantha Power has quite a lot of expertise when it comes to US security policy. And she said the United States will not allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon, period. So this shows that Netanyahu's criticism is not very justified. So why is he doing that? Why is he coming to the US and holding that speech? I think, first of all, yes, he is addressing a fear of the Israeli people, but I think it's also because of political reasons. Actually, it's fairly easy. On 17th of March, there will be elections in Israel, and from my point of view, what Netanyahu is doing here is he's trying to gain a better reputation back home by addressing these issues in America in a very aggressive way. But I think it's not very smart that he criticizes this nuclear agreement, because from my point of view, this agreement would also be beneficial for Israel in the long term. If the US and Iran can agree upon a plan that Iran can develop a nuclear program for civil purposes, not for military purposes, so not for a nuclear bomb, and if the international community can have some kind of control of this program, that would be good for everybody. That would be good for Israel, because then the international community has a better control about the Iranian nuclear program, and it would also be good for Iran, because why should they not be allowed to use nuclear power for civil and peaceful purposes, as so many other nations do as well? And on top of that, it would also be good if the American-Iranian relationships would improve, because Iran is a very important player in the Middle East, especially in the Shiite world. So if the US and Iran would have better relations, that would also be good in order to solve other problems in the Middle East. For example, they could together attack the problem of the Islamic State, which is also a big problem for Israel. So from my point of view, Netanyahu's visit in the US today is not in the interest of the Israeli people. It's more in his personal interest in regards to the upcoming elections. That's my catch. What's yours?